Hey yo, what is going on, people? Hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to more esports talk. I would think a great talking point out there. Curious what you guys think about this one. That being streamers in the space outgrowing their own organization. Certainly something we have seen, from time to time from some of the bigger names out there. Most recently, that's going to be Liquid, former streamer, now leaving to be on his own. And what many people are talking about, maybe some other contract, maybe directly with Twitch, is the reason why he is now leaving the organization, or they are parting ways as well. That being former Liquid, IWillDominate. Yes, I would say taking off yet again on Twitch, but a bit of a roller coaster ride when it comes time for content, and certainly doing a very good job. And in doing so, parting ways with an organization, maybe both sides no longer see a benefit of being tied to each other. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I think it brings to light a greater talking point of some bigger names out there we have seen eventually outgrow their organizations, whether it be with content, whether it be with streaming, maybe just not even worth being tied or restricted by an organization. Maybe that's what's going on with IWD. Maybe it's not. Either way, that was the big announcement this past week, which sparks today's video. I'm going to give you guys my 3 top examples, and then you guys can comment down below maybe some other examples that I'm missing out on when it comes time for big names who simply outgrew their orgs. I would say first of which, that's going to be Ninja with his blow up with Fortnite, eventually severing ties with Luminosity Gaming. That one just, it made the most sense, right? It was certainly way too big of a name to be restricted by anyone out there. I mean, he was even semi-restricted by Twitch, and that's why he eventually went to Mixer, huh? Along with that, I think one that maybe might be a sleeper as well, that's going to be former Optic Gaming Courage. He too also saw a gigantic blow up with Fortnite when it comes time for YouTube content and his live stream, and that old brand itself was certainly on a downturn by many eyes out there. He too outgrew Optic Gaming by a lot of eyes and members inside the organization. I think Courage is one of the sleepers in the esports and gaming scene with how talented and how diverse his talents have been. Maybe a future talking point, but as he left Optic, went on his own for quite some time, and eventually wound up at 100 Thieves, I would say a gigantic stepping stone up with the way that brand has been working out. I would say my third and last example has been the one of much debate as their lawsuit do come to a close, that being Tfue seemingly thinking he's too big for FaZe Clan as they built up each other during his short tenure there. Those are my top 3 examples. What would your guys' be? Because we can definitely talk about other streamers out there who have diverged from other pathways. XQC outgrew his Overwatch career with content. He's still tied to Sentinels for organization. I don't know if he's really restricted by them at all, but certainly he outgrew one field for another by a long shot. I could say maybe Misfits, maybe Clicks outgrew them. He's now joined Team NRG for a bit more, impressions that way, a bit more notable of a brand as well by many eyes out there. Maybe that's what he was thinking about. I think it's very cool to see a wide variety of talents out there and gamers and players outgrow their current orgs, maybe go somewhere else, or maybe go nowhere else because they don't want to be restricted by anyone at all anymore. And maybe that's what IWillDominate is doing. I don't know what his future plans are right now, guys. Again, talks behind the scenes, maybe being some sort of contract with Twitch or elsewhere. If you guys remember a while back, he was actually sharing a video of his earnings, and Liquid was at close to the bottom of those said earnings. And again, this could be going both ways. Maybe he sees no benefit being tied to Liquid, and maybe Liquid sees no benefit being tied and paying him what is still, or was still, at the time of that video, a pretty generous salary for what seems to be very few requirements out of Dom as well. We'll see what the future of that is, guys, but we continue to see some rising streamers out there, some growing content creators outgrow their organizations, and I think we'll keep on talking about this in the future, especially given a recent case, the ongoing saga of Cloaksy, also still tied to FaZe Clan. I think something might come of that, towards the end of his contract, which is not up until early next year, but he himself has spoken out about this. So it's going to continue to be a great talking point. What do you guys think about this? If you could just name maybe one, name maybe 2 or 3, some big content creators out there who outgrew their organizations, we'll keep a list down below. Until next time, drink that drink that ka. I'll see you guys back here sometime soon. Ooh.